What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from Severin Films. It is 80s slasher horror Dead Kids, also known as Strange Behavior. This one's really interesting. I really like it. It's about a small town, and there's a big lab there, and they do all kinds of mysterious stuff there. It's a huge part of the community, but nobody really knows exactly what happens there. They got some creepy people working there, but they also supplement the income of a lot of the locals, including like young people who desperately need the money by taking part in various experiments. But the people don't really remember what happens in the experiments, so it doesn't really provide any insights as to what's really going on there. But one of the local law enforcement officers is extremely suspicious of the lab because his wife died there under mysterious circumstances, and because there's a huge murder spree underway. The murders seem to be kind of tied together because they're all stabbings or slashings or dismemberments, but at the same time one will be super precise and controlled and careful. The next one will be just like a lunatic went in there and just carved somebody to pieces. But he's absolutely convinced the lab is involved. As he's investigating, he doesn't know that his son has started to take part in experiments there so that he can make some money, and the movie just kind of follows what happens as he tries to delve into it, and shit hits the fan. That's pretty much the story here. This is a pretty good one. It definitely has like a slasher vibe to it, but it doesn't fall into a lot of the like cliche pits that the other slashers did around this time. I really like it. It's got a really good amount of gore in it. It's not super blood soaked, but it does have some cool moments. It's got like a bathtub dismemberment. I love any scene where people piss blood is always a favorite of mine for some disgusting reason. And then it's also got a really cool scene where a syringe gets put into an eyeball. That's really cool. That's probably one of the most famous scenes from this movie. It doesn't have any nudity. It does have a lot of like awkward, hilarious stuff in it though. I think probably my favorite is the lightning strikes dance sequence at the party. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's like a guy wearing a Tor Johnson mask. There's a scarecrow. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know. Anyway, there's a scarecrow. There's all kinds of cool stuff in this movie. The dialogue is pretty straightforward. It doesn't have a lot of like super wacky stuff in it or like over the top lines or cheesy lines. So I mean, it's not like it's poorly written. It's just not like memorable in the ways that I like dialogue to be, where it's like just crazy quotable lines. The Blu-ray from Severin Films has audio commentary tracks, interviews, trailers, isolated musical score from Tangerine Dream. It's a really good disc. It's really well priced as well. Sorry for having the breakdown over the scarecrow. I don't know why. I just thought about the scarecrow and I broke down emotionally when I thought about the scarecrow in this movie. Anyway, it's a good disc. It's really solid. As far as the movie, anybody that likes 80s horror should definitely check it out, or early horror movies in general. This is definitely like a more atmospheric and kind of psychological than a lot of slashers from the 80s. So don't just count on kind of a dumb march forward and kill slasher. It definitely it's more interesting than that, has more depth than that. So that's Dead Kids, also known as Strange Behavior. If you like this review, please check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got tons of Severin Films reviews there, as well as other horror, cult, exploitation, video games, anime, TV shows, Lifetime movies, everything you could think of. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, at markfusion. If you like these videos, please do drop a sub. It would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching these. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you soon.